Hello and welcome to HyzerMedia's coverage of the finale of the Yetter at Tyler State Park. We're looking at the final back nine on the west side of Tyler. I'm Dave Oster here with Rick Hansen. Rick, are you ready for this final back nine?
Yeah, after the front nine where the pack, Josh, Andrew, Bradley bunched up a little bit, we got a little separation on that long par five to end the front nine. But I'm looking forward to it. So here we go, Dave, take it.
We are on hole 28, par 5, 595 feet. Players are probably going to throw a backhand turnover, a forehand, trying to land around here in the middle. Sets up a pretty good line towards the basket. There are two very large trees right in the middle, so players probably won't be approaching from the way we're walking, but they'll be coming from either the left or the right side.
Yeah, with the log pile landing zone you're talking about, that is that little flex turnover shot that makes that ideal. And as long as this turns late, Fish puts it in a great spot. Maybe on that grass pile there, or that wood chip pile. I did see something fly up on landing.
Yeah, I think he's just short of it. Either way, he was a little bit more left. You really want to finish right more than he did. He will probably have to do a lean out forehand or something like that. But still a good shot.
Wow, what a baller.
And that's flexing out. That was a really nice shot by Brad. And as you heard, Andrew liked it too.
Yes, he did.
Oh,
That's gonna flex. Oh, the tree took all of that flex away on him.
Yeah, that was looking good. Finished not bad. It stopped before it went into the rough, but gonna be a little pinched off. Similar to where Josh has landed.
Okay. And here's that tomahawk again by Justin. A shot.
Yeah, he's pretty accurate with that. He uses it to get out of trouble. Seems to be when he needs to, flex a little bit to the from left to right, and it works for him.
wow, nicely done.
Looks like in the sun that the gnats are a little bit of a problem here. Was it too bad?
Yeah, about this part of the course, it started to get very buggy. There are a few points where I believe we'll be seeing bugs crawling across the camera lens, so don't be alarmed, but it was something that we had to play for. And that, I believe, was a thumber from Andrew. Flip the disc around. Just trying to get the right flight line to get through these trees because he was a little bit out of position. But it worked. This is what he's looking at.
And that was for eagle.
That was for eagle.
Wow. Justin with an eagle look too. Ooh, burns
Very
the basket.
close.
He thought he had it too. Ooh, cage. These guys are all running it.
So a lot of these players on our card taking a look for eagle. Only one person on the day. I'd like to give a shout out. Tim Reyes did get the eagle on this hole, so congratulations to Tim.
Nice job, Tim. It's a quality eagle. There's a couple good looks there. Players quickly clean up this hole. I think we're about to head to a little thicker woods before we dive fully back in, right?
You are correct, and we are on hole 29. It's a par 3, 444 feet. There is the few trees in the fairway, but the big main obstacle is this humongous log pile in the middle of your way to the green. If you do manage to get over it, it's a pretty easy putt, but the issue is getting over it. It's a full drive, almost 450, par 3. So we'll see how these players are able to do it.
And that late turnover out of Fish. I remember the first time I came here actually was playing with my daughter, and she threw a forehand off to the right and then all of a sudden we hear a big metal clang. And then you're reminded this used to be clear land back here for parks. It was one of the old grills that were still in the ground.
Wow, that's that's crazy. Players will have to take note of that. Just keep an eye out.
Oh, hits the baby tree.
Yeah, you keep saying it's those little ones. It's not the big ones you got to look out for.
Oh, that could be nice.
Start to flex back.
Skip. Ah, very nice.
Great. That looked like it almost could have skipped around the big log pile. It was a great line by Josh.
Yeah, there are openings on either side of that. Oh, Justin hitting the
So
canopy.
you had a little story about the right side. I had a little story about the left side. Right where Justin is, right where that camera shot was. I was standing on a log to try to get this shot, and it started to roll. But Andrew ran over and held the log while I was getting the shot. One of the nicest things anybody's ever done. It was great. So shout out to Andrew. That was thank you very much for that. Prevented me from falling and potentially breaking something. Maybe the camera.
So let's see. He's leading the disc golf tournament. We've already seen him be a spotter. Now he's the camera helper. Like, what can't this man do?
He does it all.
And he keeps the
Now-
spirits of the cards moving.
That's right.
Oh, he
Just
can't make that
low.
putt, though.
Birdie look on a 444-foot par 3. That's a feat in and of itself. So I think he should be happy just with that. Obviously would have wanted the birdie, but good luck.
Josh cleaning up the par. Yeah, you get to see how high that basket really is.
Yeah.
Justin kept getting into trouble, takes his bogue. Andrew taps out for par.
We'll move on to hole 30. Par 4, 345 feet. Very uphill right off the tee, and then it flattens out. Curves right, and there's a couple of fairways. There's a tight fairway they're walking up now. There's also a outside line that players can hit. If you can get up here cleanly, it's not a hard hole in the second, but there's a lot of these little trees that we've been talking about that are going to cause trouble for a lot of players.
Yeah, I'm actually surprised Andrew wouldn't be going with a flex forehand here.
Whatever.
Because
it's
we
up
know he
there.
has it in his bag.
Yeah, I'm wondering if just a bit of the elevation is just causing him to want to throw that backhand to try to get it to straighten out once it gets up there.
Oh, God.
Oh, and Brad pulls it too early trying that forehand. Now the question is, how far down did it go? Get through.
That's all you can ask for. Up on
Yeah.
top of the hill, in the open. This isn't a long hole, so if you're giving yourself a shot on your second throw, your first one was a good one.
And I think that's the key is really, again, play for position. Get to the top. Then throw up and you should be able to tap in. Oh, as it was coming back. That looks like a fun stance. All
Yeah,
right.
definitely not great footing, but he got enough power to get up there. Maybe circle 2.
That was a good grip.
One little tree away from being parked for Josh.
Oh, he looked like he was running that.
Yeah, he had look in his eyes.
It's funny. I feel like Andrew's being more aggressive with the lead.
Yeah, it's getting towards the end of the tournament. We don't know. He may or may not be looking at scores. There's players on the chase card that are giving him a run for his money.
It's in there. I don't need
But playing aggressive and still laughing. So, like we keep saying, he's a great player to play with and fun to be on this card following these guys around.
I mean, that's the key, right? I mean, after all, we're out here walking around the woods, throwing some frisbees around, having a good time. You got to keep the energy up, keep the mental game strong, and you'll be all right.
That's right. It's at least half mental with disc golf. It really is. When you start getting frustrated yourself, it makes every shot that much harder.
Yes, it does.
But we'll see how the players can handle it on hole 31. Another par 4, 500 feet. A little bit more open, but very difficult rough if you get off the fairway. Try to get somewhere up past those two big trees, and then your second shot could potentially get all the way out into the open field if you have a clean look.
Yeah, and the challenge on that second shot is you have no idea what the wind's doing out there.
Yeah, we've already seen that in the woods it's gotten a little breezy, so we can only imagine that out in the field it is even more so.
All right. Brad has a real nice backhand turnover. Oh, there we go. Good looking shot. Oh, that must have hit a tree.
Yep, good roll back out to the middle.
Late, early. Sorry, early.
Unfortunate kick, but it did come back out into the fairway, giving him a clean third shot.
Oh.
That leaks out left. And this is Andrew in that difficult rough I was talking about.
I'll take your word for it.
That's all he's looking for.
Yep, just asking for progress.
In that position, you really can't ask for too much.
No, sometimes that's just how it is. And is this long grass around out of bounds on this hole?
Not on this hole. I think
Okay.
it's just playing as a rough bunker, no penalty strokes.
Oh, that's gonna grab nice. Yep, good shot. Bradley, another good shot up.
There is an out-of-bounds road if you go far enough, but luckily Justin didn't go that far. So he was able to pitch out onto the green.
This camera angle looks familiar for Josh. Oh! I thought he had that one. Brad acknowledging you're there, getting out the way.
Yep, these players were very accommodating to a film crew being with them all day. Very friendly. We already told the story of Andrew, but he wasn't the only one. Players being a little more understanding with their pace of play, and we certainly appreciate it. And after going uphill, we go back down to hole 32, par 3, 319 feet. There are two large trees in the middle of the green, and we still can't see the basket. Oh, there it is. It's right behind the tree. So your drives have to clear these trees to give you any chance at a putt. And these players know this, so they're trying to get all the way down onto the green.
Yeah, and with the downhill and the basket position, this is really a touch shot. Oh, Brad didn't like it and hit a tree early. Thankfully, the kick saved him. Nice. Sounded like it made it clean. Early from Justin again.
And the rough on this part of the course is just that. It is rough. He was able to stand in a spot where you could actually see him this time. And able to get down towards the green.
Well, Tyler West is newer than Tyler East, so the rough will take the more people play it. If you're
absolutely.
ever around, stop by, give it a round. Oh, he thought he had it.
It certainly looked like he did. Just a bit too left.
He committed to that run.
Yep.
Both of the putt and of him. Oh, nice putt. Good save for par.
Similar distance to Andrew, and we'll take a look at that one again. Great par save. Can't really get the stepper, but just fading late enough to stay in the basket.
Josh from Circle's Edge. Oh, another one. Nice birdie.
Josh has had quite a few of those in these 2 rounds. 30 to 40 footers.
Fish gets the comebacker for par. Still has that 2-stroke lead though, coming into our final 4 holes. Yes, I had to question my math in my head right there. I apologize.
Yes, final 4 holes, and we'll start with hole 33, par 5, 552 feet. Players want to land around these 2 trees without landing somewhere where they don't have a clean shot up this hill to a basket that is tough to see because it's kind of tucked behind this tree. But if you can get up there in 2 shots, it is an eagle opportunity.
There is OB right behind the elevated basket too with the road there. There you go, nice shot. I love Fish's centering right before his shots too.
Great. Middle.
Okay.
He definitely takes the time to get in the right mindset, and I think we mentioned it earlier in the first round that sometimes he'll take as much time as other players before he even steps up to his lie, and then once he's there, he's ready, and he does it, whether it's off the tee or out at a lie for a putt. He just gets to business.
Yeah, that pre-shot routine is key though.
Love it. Love it.
Oh, that's got to miss. There you go. Squeeze through.
Yeah, good distance. A little bit left side, but not too far in.
Oh, big kick into. Is he in the thick stuff over there?
Yeah,
Ugh.
it's hard to not go in with a kick like that. Andrew with a great second drive all the way up to Circle 2's edge.
Yeah, he Steph Curry'd that drive a little bit. Held the
He
hand
did.
up high. Oh, Hyzer a little early. That's going to be in a little obstructed view, if I'm not mistaken. All right, at least he can
Just
stand here.
Yeah. And he does get out. He's on the fairway, right side. He's actually, we'll see in a bit that he's actually through that rough poking at the other side.
Oh, nice.
And this was Justin's attempt to get onto the green from out of the rough. And we'll see Bradley just has nothing but a little forehand layup to get to the green. Lucky not to go all the way through onto that OB road like you mentioned. And this is an eagle look for Fish.
Oh, that's a very tentative look at a Fish. But I think it's smart. He's up by 2. Yeah,
so we mentioned if he may or may not be looking at the scores, but at this point, we have Dylan Horst in second, only 2 strokes behind him. And if he knows that, he knows how important these last couple holes are going to be, because from chase card, a winner can certainly come.
There was a little example of the centering Fish does before he steps up.
And it works.
Calmly. Yep, makes the birdie.
And that was even more elevated from the than the basket itself because of the terrain that he was standing on.
Justin with a workman-like par.
Would like to give one more shout out. This is the last hole that anybody got an eagle. We actually had 3 eagles on the day for this hole, from Lance Trott, Adam Spire, I'm not exactly sure how to say his name, and Sean Howard. So congratulations to the 3 of them.
That's a good eagle.
That is a good eagle.
Congratulations, guys.
Go to hole 34, par 3, 326 feet. You got to get through the main gap, and then you are home free, as they say, into the open field. And it really feels like this is the pinnacle of the tournament as we change terrain, and everybody knows it. So let's see how they're able to tackle this hole.
This is just get out, and then you're fine. Josh doesn't like it. I'm going to have to pay attention when I watch Fish if the hat to the side signifies more intensity. Oh, look at that.
It certainly signifies a good throw upcoming, so.
Wow, that was beautiful.
Yes, be good. Did you do it?
Just a bit short for him, but still great throw getting through the gap.
I have to say, it was watching when the disc flies like those 2 past shots that really, when I'm out on the course and you see it, you just don't say a word. You just admire. It's beautiful.
I think that's why a lot of us love the sport, watching the disc fly.
Ease on up.
And this tall grass is playing us out of bounds, so Josh was either skilled or fortunate to be able to flirt with it, but come back in bounds right by the basket.
Oh, right distance, just put it out a little too far. Josh running out of holes to make that move, especially if Fish makes his bird, which he should. Pride cleans up his birdie.
So I believe Fish tapped in before we were able to capture it, but he is down to minus 14 now after hole 34, and hole 35 is a par 3, 326 feet. Whatever you got to get into the green on this hole, I think a lot of these players are going to go forehands or the lefty backhand for Josh to get into this green from the left side, where there seems to be more air coming in.
I gotta tell you, Dave, I'm glad you said you missed it, because when they started walking away, in my head, I was wondering, how could I miss an entire shot?
Now, I'm pretty sure he was so close that he just snuck it in there when I wasn't looking.
Gotcha. Nice shot off the tee by Andrew.
Yep. So he is in the circle to go to 15 down, and taking a look at the scores, Dylan Horst has already finished both 35 and 36 with birdies. So if Andrew knows that, he knows that he has to maintain this pressure that he's had to keep the lead.
Tomahawk again. That looks nice. Oh, and a friendly roll. Sit down. Sit down. There you go. Nice shot, Justin.
That'll get him to 10 feet. That's nice.
I mean, if you got it, why not use it? Ooh, just short. Good line. There, good birdie out of Andrew. Nice bird, Josh.
Out of my hand when I heard it.
Justin's relieved to get a birdie.
Yeah. He's had quite the up and down round as well. Good birdie to get on the second to last hole.
Let's see if he can finish this round strong the way he finished round 1 out.
And we move on to the last hole, and I teased it on the front nine. The hardest hole, playing over a stroke over par.
Wow.
Par 4, but it's playing at 5.17, 665 feet. OB left, OB right once you get far enough up. If you get a good shot, you still have to cross over this out of bounds grass on the left just to get to a fairly tight and sloped green. So we'll see how these players are able to do it.
Fish keeping it low, a little too low,
Yeah,
but he's safe.
Safe, but maybe a little shorter than he wanted to. So with the shotgun start, the chase card has one more hole to play. They finish on hole 1. With not knowing what Dylan Horst has gotten yet, Fish only has 2 strokes to play with as of now. So if Dylan birdies and Fish bogeys, it's a tie. So he knows that he has to keep the pedal on for this hole. As we see, Justin does throw out of bounds.
I think he knows that a par should probably... Oh, hold. I think a par should hold, and I wonder if that came into his disc selection off the tee.
It may have. And for Bradley's shot, the out of bounds right actually doesn't start until further up, so he was lucky to not get a penalty stroke for going there, although Justin did go to the right out of bounds. And here we're seeing a little glimpse into the strategy of Andrew. He's considering going over from the shorter position where he landed in, asking for a measurement to the trees there.
And Josh, his competitor, gladly gave it to him.
So it looks like he's decided to clear it. It was 370 to that tree line, which is just past the out of bounds. And he knows he has to clear this to keep his lead.
And it's uphill. Oh, that looks like he's got it. Oh, sit. Nice shot.
Little kickback, but a great landing on the green.
That was a clutch shot.
Yeah, like you mentioned, uphill, so that 370 he was playing maybe as much as 450.
Wow. Oh, Josh goes out of bounds. Smart play by Bradley there. Don't try and bite too much off. Don't make a bad situation worse.
That's right. Good smart play by Bradley.
Oh, no. Come on, hook up. Ooh. Really
Just
tight.
over the long grass. That was great precision by Josh.
Oh, nice shot. That's a good way to finish. Come on, Justin. Circle's edge, 25 feet, right about there.
Yep, right about. Josh just a couple steps outside of that.
Nice putt.
Nails it to save the bogey.
Yeah, he was still excited about it, so the putt
Yeah.
mattered. Nice putt by Justin. Double bogey hurts, but
It's great to see these guys finishing strong, even with the out-of-bounds strokes that they already gained. And here is Fish to seal it.
it's that centering again. Nice birdie.
He nails it. Not an easy putt. Uphill. We saw it kick a little bit further away than where he actually landed. But he's able to take it down.
Bradley finishes out, so Fish comes from behind in round 2. Take the win.
And congratulations on your win. You came back from a couple strokes at the start of the round. You had a couple players that were coming hot on your tail. You want to talk us a little bit about the round?
Yeah, for sure. So Josh played a really good first round. He was making every putt he looked at, and Be Good is super solid, especially on a course like this where you don't have to have super distance. All you have to do is like throw good controlled tee shots and then, make your up and downs manageable. So both of them were very much in the hunt, and then Dylan Horse I saw was making a charge off the chase card for most of the second half of the round. There were a lot of folks in the mix.
Yeah, absolutely. And this is not the first time you've won this tournament. You won it multiple times. What does that mean to you?
I really like playing at Tyler because they work so hard on it, and it's also like a premier example of a public woods course that can appeal to a really wide range of audiences. I'm always very impressed when I come here and see the hard work that's gone in for erosion controls, but then like the different varieties of pins that can offer. Winning it 3 times, I like that. I like holding down my home, or not home turf, but regional tournaments.
That's great. And you want to give a shout out to any of your sponsors or anybody?
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you so much to Discraft. Their discs are my favorites. I feel like I throw them pretty good, and today bears that out. Additionally, Upper Park Disc Golf, you can save 10% on a new bag with code Andrew10.
Awesome. Well, congratulations again.
Thanks, Dave. Thanks, HyzerMedia. Really appreciate it. Subscribe, y'all.
And in first place, winning all sorts of good stuff and getting the name on the trophy with everybody else, Mr. Andrew Fish.
Well done, sir. Appreciate it. This is one of my favorite courses because of how much work goes into it. Y'all are keeping 36 holes afloat. Good heavens, that's so much. Also want to thank Discraft and Upper Park Disc Golf. I'll see y'all next year.
Thank you.
And there you have it. Andrew Fish, the MPO winner for the Yetter 28.21. As well as we see here all the rest of the winners from other divisions.
Fish playing a clean 18 to take the win, and Josh really only had that one blunder. But Andrew closing it down with 4 birdies to finish his round.
Pretty impressive. Can't really ask for much more. 10 down for the second round. Actually tied by Dylan, but couldn't quite catch up. Had to have shot a 13 down to pass him. Josh coming in third. Be Good coming in fourth. Sean Howard having a pretty good second round, coming up into fifth, and some pretty good rounds by the rest of these guys running at the top 10. So I would just like to thank Rick Hansen for helping me announce for this tournament. This was fun. I'd love to do it again.
I'll gladly come back if you'll have me. Thank you very much, sir.
That's great. Well, thanks for watching. If you like this video, please subscribe and check out some more videos. Until then, see you in the next hole.